Hi, everybody. I'm Dave Harrison, and it's my privilege to serve as president of Columbus State Community College. We're really glad you're here. At Columbus State, we try to bring gratitude into every room. I'm so grateful that in a couple of weeks, we'll welcome thousands of students back to our campuses to pursue their dreams. And I'm so grateful to once again host Taste the Future, our annual fundraising event, in person. Your support of this event helps make those dreams come true. Taste the Future inspires support from every corner of Columbus, including the hospitality industry, our faculty and staff, the corporate community, and of course, from all of you. This collaborative spirit is what defines Columbus and reflects the culture of Columbus State as well. There isn't anything we do here that isn't made better, made stronger by working together. Our community is our strength, and it's why students choose Columbus State to help them achieve their goals every day. Hope you enjoy learning more about what we're up to. We couldn't do any of it without you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Josh Wickham, Senior Director of Hospitality Management and Culinary Arts Programs here at Columbus State. The past 2 years, I've had the pleasure of hosting virtual viewers for an array of culinary content, along with inspiring stories about our students, faculty, and alumni. This year, our culinary team is busy serving more than 1,000 guests out in our courtyard, along with 34 other food and beverage partners from across Central Ohio. With all the tasty activity happening just outside our doors, now we're excited to bring you 3 compelling stories from across the college. These are designed to help you understand just how important your investments are to the future of Columbus State and our community. So crack open that beer or freshen up your wine, sit back and relax, and learn a little bit about the non-academic barriers many of our students face and how Columbus State is addressing them to help our students achieve success.
With daycare being shut down, I'm like, what am I gonna do? I just started school. So I tried to create a routine for myself. I'm like, okay, I have to work 9:30 to 6. And then in between calls, I would try to make sure I'm engaging with her so she doesn't feel ignored. And that was very hard for me because I felt like in that moment, I'm being a bad mom and I'm neglecting my kid because I have to work so that we can pay bills. And it was a lot of mixed emotions going on. Around 6 o'clock, I would tell my partner, because he was home by then, I said, hey, I need you to just keep her for an hour or two. My class was actually from 6 to 9. And then from 9 to 10 or 11, I would do homework. Then I have to get ready for the next day and do it all over again. Being, a mom and a student and having a full-time job, that really put a lot of stress on me.
Columbus State has been on this journey to support students holistically for years. If you are hungry, you cannot learn. Right? If I'm in class and I'm exhausted because I worked the night shift, I might show up as having a behavioral issue because I'm sleeping in class, but it's more about my work schedule, my childcare, so if we're not looking at our students holistically of what their lives look like, then we're not doing our jobs to support them to degree completion.
The goal for the Child Care Center is kind of threefold. We want to make sure that we are providing care for our student parents. What can we do to get rid of some of those barriers that are preventing students from meeting their educational goals? And one of those is making sure that they have reliable child care. The second goal is to make sure that we are providing an educational experience for the academic program of early childhood development and education. And then that third part is to help to elevate the profession of early care and education. We're going to serve as a model for what this profession should look like, not only as far as the teachers in the classroom and the education that they receive, therefore providing the children with a positive education, but also a model of how the profession of early care and education should be treated. They should be valued, they should be paid their worth.
I found my way back in 1993 to Columbus State. I had a sibling who graduated from Columbus State, so I was kind of following in her footsteps. My ultimate goal was to start my own company. A degree from Columbus State meant everything. And so I get here, I am a single mom. One of my issues is I did not have childcare. There are many non-academic barriers, and in addition to housing, transportation, childcare was one for me. We've seen Columbus State actually step in and assist in areas where they can. Being on this board, which I'm so grateful to be on, I have seen them provide opportunities, and so I am so glad to be a part of the foundation, knowing that they do care. And caring means anything we can assist you with, anything that's reasonable that we can help you with. I've seen them do that. To our donors who currently give, we wish that you continue to give. You are assisting in the education of not just the students, but the families who will have much success in the future.
I believe it's just vital to really have something so that if you have to go to work or school and class and you just need to drop off your kid and have that peace of mind that they are safe, that really takes a huge burden off of a mom or a dad just so that they can get through their day. My end goal is I want better for me, I want better for my kids, I want better for my family. And if I can sit down and do it because it's offered this way, I'm gonna get it done. Everyone tells me that like I'm strong and like I'm gonna cry. There are moments where like I don't wanna be strong. I just wanna like let it all go. But I look at their faces and I'm like, I have to keep going for you guys. You guys deserve the best, even if I didn't get the best. I just wanna make sure that I do that for them.
Each year, Columbus State Foundation distributes more than $300,000 in direct aid to students to help alleviate barriers like housing, food insecurity, transportation, childcare, and much more. Your support helps ensure our students can focus on their programs of study instead of worrying how they'll eat, pay rent, or care for loved ones. But getting students through college is only the first step. Our graduates need jobs. At Columbus State, we're preparing a workforce for the future, thanks in part to workforce development programs that allow students to study and get paid for practical work experience in in-demand industries. Here's a short story about one such partnership and its growing success.
Andelin Biosciences is a gene therapy CDMO, which is a contract development and manufacturing organization. We recently rolled out from underneath the Nationwide Children's Hospital organization, and our mission is to partner with our clients to develop and manufacture life-saving treatments, ultimately to provide more treatments to more patients. Andelin is opening 2 brand new facilities, and with that increased capacity comes an increased need for highly skilled professionals. We knew early on that we were going to need to partner with an educational institute to be able to fulfill our needs for all the growth that we'll be experiencing.
The workforce is changing, the workplace is changing. You have to have the ability to build pipelines, and that's actually when new businesses are looking at us, they want to know, are we going to have the quantity and the quality of a workforce to serve them, not just for their ramp up, but really for decades to come. And so these business partnerships and tearing down the walls between business and academia are critically important, and Columbus State is really at the forefront of that.
It's that Columbus way that kind of really comes out in our industry partnerships. They're talking about occupations, skill sets, environments, and scenarios that occur in their industries, and then helping us determine, okay, how do we then develop around that? Looking at what do people really have to enter the pathway? Do you really need a degree for this, or is there a bigger stair step before a person gets to the degree that could begin to get people into your sector, and they can use your tuition assistance program to then help them build that larger career pathway so that it opens up equity for them and diversity for their talent pipelines if we really come at it looking at it from all the stair steps that can get a person to where they can have sustainable wages and a really great career in the community.
One of the things that we valued so much with our partnership with Columbus State is that they came in and really spent a tremendous amount of time understanding the content, meeting with our leaders, seeing our processes, really making sure that it was value added and that is exactly what we wanted to make sure that our new hires were experiencing.
We did a 4-day orientation at Columbus State. I kind of saw it as an opportunity to get a better understanding of what we do, why we do it, and how we do it. We learned about good manufacturing processes, good documentation processes, so stuff that's specific to my job role at Andelin. And then it also kind of taught us general skills, so problem solving. We learned about root cause analysis, which can be applied to many things. It served as a good foundation for my career at Andelin, as well as any other career opportunities I take.
Remaining agile, remaining flexible is going to be critical to our region's economic success and our institution's ability to actually serve those citizens of Central Ohio. Over the course of the last decade, we've really remade our economy to things that we only imagined at the beginning of 2010 when we began our journey. And Columbus State has been integral to that entire effort.
Columbus State's educational offerings support opportunities for employment in the real world and is key to driving a more equitable, thriving community. We are grateful for corporate sponsors like Andelin who work closely with our teams to make this happen. It's truly a win-win. But getting out of college and into the workforce can't happen unless students can afford to enroll in the first place. This year, Columbus State and our partners launched a new program that offers full tuition, scholarships, and support to graduates of Columbus City Schools, known as the Columbus Promise. Let's watch.
The Columbus Promise gives students a clear reason to dream and discover their potential. We are making a promise that if students meet the basic criteria like graduating high school and completing the FAFSA, then money will not be a barrier to them getting a credential or a degree. We will even provide up to $1,000 a year toward unexpected expenses, a flat tire, or extra books that they may need, all with the goal of making sure that our young people succeed. It's about partnership and moving together to get big things done. And we're getting big things done with the Columbus Promise.
Our partnership with Columbus State is invaluable. Columbus State is in the business of making dreams become reality, removing barriers through financial aid, through partnerships like the Columbus Promise, gives our students the possibility, that inspiration that they need to think, maybe I can do this because now I can afford it.
What excites me the most about the Columbus Promise is the fact that not only is it where I'm going to attend is really close to my home, I'm going to be able to attend for free. Columbus State has many really good programs, and I'm going to be getting the exact same qualifications I would have got at the career school.
Some parents can't afford to send their kids to college and pay them thousands of dollars, and sometimes you go in debt and they have to pay that back. And getting a free opportunity, I think that's a good experience to take advantage of.
I feel like Columbus State is a very good place to go for your first experience of college. I just really love the fact that you gave us an opportunity to practically reimburse your money for college and prevent you from even having to pay a single dime.
It's a bold new idea for Columbus, but we believe in these students' potentials, our students' potential. And we know that the future of our region's economy rests in our ability to help them develop skills.
What excites me about the impact of Columbus Promise is that it doesn't just start and end with the student. There's all sorts of research and data shows that when one individual in a household gets educated, the rest of the family is educated as well, because that student brings home their learnings, their thoughts, their ideas, and that leads to greater learning and greater thinking for the entire family, which hopefully permeates throughout the community to create change and to make sure that others are having the access to unlock ideas, innovation, and have access to learning.
All I know is that here you're safe and you're home. And I feel that it will really give me the opportunity to pursue whatever I want to do. I'm confident that I'm actually going to succeed here.
Hi, I'm Katie Trombitis, Vice President of Advancement here at Columbus State. In so many ways, Columbus State Community College is leading the way toward a more equitable future for Central Ohio by supporting our students as they build vibrant lives for themselves, their families, and our entire community. Each year, the Columbus State Foundation awards hundreds of scholarships, supports academic programs, and helps make big ideas a reality. Your support of Taste the Future helps make it all possible. Thank you. Whether you joined us in person or online this year, we hope you enjoyed this little taste of our future, which, thanks to your generosity, is looking bright for us all.